Hey everyone, Daimish here, and welcome to the TWAB of Destiny for 4/29/2021. This is my first look at it. I haven't read it at all. It literally came out 0 hours ago. So let's see what we're looking at. Season of the Chosen is starting to wind down, and we are preparing to transition into Season of the Redacted. While things are winding down, many of you are still on the path to finishing your seasonal challenges. I finished mine when the season that they finally came out was, so that was a while ago. While some activities have come and gone, there is still ample time for you to complete the challenges that require longer time commitments. And I've also double rewards this week for those on the hunt for those sweet legendary roles. Next week, Double Infamy will help many of you finish it up for In It for Infamy challenge. Yeah, that was a long challenge. It required a long time and a lot of being killed by eyes of tomorrow. Guardians can now complete the final seasonal challenge week as part of Bungie Rewards. You can redeem the free thrill of the Chase emblem, displayed right here, as you complete the Master of All triumph. This week we will be focused on upcoming weapon buffs, as well as setting the stage for the Vault of Glass World's First race. Let's get into it. Ready, set, raid. If you haven't already heard, Vault of Glass is coming to Destiny 2 for the first time next season. And though we haven't revealed Season of Redacted yet, we want to make sure that you have time to make any arrangements necessary if you are planning on taking the challenge of getting a VOG clear on day 1. Vault of Glass will go live on May 22nd at 10 a.m. PDT, 1 p.m. EST. Because I'm on East Coast, so gotta do that in my head. That's right, Guardians, we will be going up against Atheon in less than 1 month. The story isn't changing, but you may notice other differences. Our goal was to keep the feeling similar to how you remember, but we may have made some updates to bring this content up to Destiny 2 standards. We don't want to spoil anything, though. Experience it for yourself, starting May 22nd. It's a race. World's First races have been exciting events over the last 7 years. Well, we first kicked things off with the Vault of Glass back in 2014, back when, Destiny launched. Back then, no one really knew what to expect from this new, highly challenging cooperative activity. There's a mystery and excitement in the air, and that set the stage for all future races to come. With this being the first raid returning to Destiny from the DCV, we asked ourselves, how do we recapture or reimagine that moment? We're gonna move on to here. With that in mind, we're shaking things up for the world's first race. Oh yeah, so this race is gonna be different. I completely forgot about this. The Vault of Glass will launch with contest mode enabled for the first 24 hours of the raid. You will need to be at least 1300 power to be at the cap. So wait, oh yeah, because I think power cap's only going up 10 next season, if I'm correct. So, I think that makes sense. Clearing the Vault of Glass in contest mode active is the first step to the new challenge mode. Wait, in the director? And the Tempo's Edge wait, challenge mode? Wait, challenge mode? And the Tempo's Edge Triumph? Completing Tempo's Edge, a curated list of Triumph in this newly challenge mode, is how Fireteam crosses the world's finish first line and claims their prize. Yeah, so this year is going to be a little different. You have to complete Vault of Glass and a challenge mode so that you can do the Triumphs. So it's not only a race to see who can get the raid done first, it's a race to see who can get a set amount of Triumphs done first. So to enforce the Triumph requirements in the challenge mode, your team will wipe if you fail the success conditions during each encounter. That's cool. I like that. And make sure, you don't fail the challenge and you have to just redo everything. So I think that's pretty cool. What prize, you ask? We decided to make a belt for the occasion. Oh, so there's a belt. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Atheon 2021. Atheon 2021. Oh my god, dude, that looks so cool. Because it's silver and black. A little bit of blue. A lot of blue. And it looks like what seems to be... I don't know why that reminds me, like this part. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. Here, hold on. Can it? There we go. My cursor. This seems like the moon stuff. So I don't know why. Maybe it's on the moon. Because I know that the garden was on the moon, takes place on the moon. So maybe it is on the moon. Maybe we're getting a little hint here, right here. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. We shall see. A challenge mode in Tempest Edge Triumph will only be available for the first 24 hours, and then that node will disappear. The encounter challenges will become available again later in the season. We will have a full array of raid rewards and bunch of rewards associated with the Vault of Glass, as well as an emblem available for completing it. We'll cover all the details on how to get them soon. One quick thing to call out is that in the opening of the Vault of Glass is now a private space for your fire team. Oh, so just for those that don't know, or for those that are watching this video that have only played D2 and never played Vault of Glass D1, if you played Vault of Glass in the starting area, you could get help from Wandering Guardians, because it actually started out in a free roam area, like a patrol area. So you could have up to, I think it was 12 people, I think 9 to 12 people in there. So it was your fire team plus 3, and then plus another 3. Depending on how much help you wanted, you could just wait to build the spire, yada yada yada. So it looks like we're not getting the help this time around, Guardians. So big oof, but it wouldn't be contest mode without a little bit of challenge, right? A few weeks ago, we talked about some upcoming changes to the sandbox. We started by looking at a few weapon types that were a little hot and needed some cooling down. 120 handguns. Today we are focusing on some upcoming buffs next season. Ooh. Weapons feature lead Chris Proctor is here with the details and goals, what we have in mind. Hello everyone, it's great to be back. First, I want to share how we think about weapon roles with heavy weapons in particular. We intend each weapon to excel in 1 or 2 areas, making them optimal choices in particular situations, based on target type or engagement distance. For heavy weapons, this is how we intended the weapons to fill the roles of add clear, single target damage, and burst damage. Explanation of roles: add clear, clearing weaker enemies faster than you could with primary ammo; single target, burning down a boss; burst damage, burning down a champion quickly or bosses of multiple damage phases. So basically this would be something like, I don't know, Deathbringer, single target damage, Sleeper Simulant, and burst damage, obviously, Lament for something like Atrax. How weapons map to roles: sword, ammo efficient, add clear, single target, sustained damage, and secondary burst damage at the cost of being next to a dangerous target. So yeah, again, Lament, burst damage, secondary add clear. A good example of burst damage would probably be Eyes, or again, Deathbringer for add clear, machine gun, ammo efficient, add clear, secondary, single target, sustained damage. What is a good... I'd say Xenophage, probably for sustained damage, or Heir Apparent for ammo efficient add clear. You can get a lot done with that. Linear Fusions. Haven't used these in a long time, so not really. Don't really know anything about them. Burst add clear, secondary single target damage, such as Interference. I have one with Clown Cartridge. Clown Cartridge, Spike Grenades, Hard Launch, and Full Court. So that's really good for single target damage. Exotic Snipers. Whisper of the Worm. Single target sustained damage. Very nice. A few examples of how we've used heavy weapons in playtests in high difficulty content, or when we've used them in GMs in retail. Burning down champions, boss damage where the boss has a crit spot, or with divinity. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Rocket launcher, burst damage against champions or bosses, particularly with lasting impression. That's why Royal Entry is so sought after this season. Machine gun, breaking matching shields with GMs, where our other weapons can't do the trick, using a machine gun instead of primary weapon in a heavy ammo rich situation where your primary and special weapons are not rapid fire, i.e. Le Monarch, Succession, whatever machine gun has useful. That actually looks a lot like my loadout. It's primary Le Monarch, Succession, and the Swarm, the Adept Swarm. So that's nice. Balanced philosophies. So big change. We will believe. Immediately encourage new player behavior. Most useful when we need to nerf or buff something hard enough that everyone can tell that it's happened. Ooh. Examples of the 120. Yeah.
120 hand cannon buff, Young Light. Yeah, that was something. All right. Damage fall off distance. Nothing too much there, but I know that the 120 hand cannon distance is getting a nerf for fall off distance. So there's that. Precision, for 450 RPM auto rifles, for example. Just as a good example, this is the Shadow Price is one example of a 450 rounds per minute auto rifle. This subfamily has fallen behind other auto rifles in the auto rifle tuning last year. So it's increasing the damage. So increasing damage per bullet from 17 to 18. Ooh, that seems nice. Although I feel like it should have been like 17 to 19, but I don't know. Rares. We also added a rare machine gun and bow to the world pool recently. We didn't have any obtainable linear fusion rifles or breech load grenade launchers and wanted to make sure that these archetypes are also easily accessible. Added existing but unattainable rare linear fusion rifle and breech loader grenade launchers to the world loot pool. Linear fusion rifles, here we go. These are an unpopular choice in PvE, no joke, largely because other weapons do their intended job better and more efficiently without the requirement of landing all the precision hits. We wanted to keep the LFR's focus on precision damage, but decided to increase the precision damage to make them more competitive, and increase the reserves to make them more staying power. Ooh, sounds kind of spicy. So it's increased their precision damage by 15% and increased their reserved ammo capacity by 20%. Fusion rifles, the recent buff to fusion rifle ranges, have had a side effect of making the best subfamily for PvP, high impact, even better. So we've decided... Sorry, I just woke up. My bad. We've decided to bring low range stat fusion rifles up a fair bit, increase damage fall off distance for fusion rifles, no effect at 100 range, and plus 2 meters on 0 range stat. Subsistence. We've made this perk, we're experimenting, so with unusual downsides for powerful perks, but ultimately decided that reducing reserves wasn't an interesting trade-off. So no longer reduces reserve ammunition. Frick yeah, my guys. Dude, I would kill to have this on a new extraordinary rendition. That would actually be kind of nice. So machine guns now receive same ammo fraction per takedown that auto rifles do. Was 10%, most weapons now 17%. Ooh, it's kind of nice. Not gonna lie. High impact reserves and under pressure. These are now active as long as their conditions are met. So due to technical constraints, the time these were created, so now they have more flexibility for their perk activators. Unrelenting, it's now easier to trigger in PvE and heals 20% more. Love it. Sympathetic Arsenal now grants 20% reload in addition to its already active effect. Dragonfly. Dragonfly now works on heavy shanks and servitors and occurs even faster than after the Season of the Chosen fix. Ooh. Hipfire grip. Plus 1 degrees precision hipfire threshold and plus 1.2 times reticle stickiness fall off distance. 1 degree does not seem like much, but for reference, hand cannon aim assist cone angle is 2.5. Note that precision hipfire angle caps at ADS aim assist cone angle. Iron grip, interesting. We are cautious, so it's reducing. This is reducing the stat penalty for. So iron grip, I think, has a range penalty, so it's going from -40 to -30. That's always nice. Honestly, that really capped out how good some of the Iron Banner weapons were if you got those on it. Osmosis and Elemental Capacitor. Osmosis now switches the weapon to stasis damage when playing a stasis subclass. This should work for any mechanics that ask for stasis damage. Ooh, this is a big thing for Warlocks. The Mantle of Battle Harmony. This is going to be highly sought after here. This right here, that's going to be ooh. I'm seeing a lot of things coming up this season. Elemental Capacitor with stasis subclass grants plus recoil direction and reduces ADS move speed penalty. Ooh. No distractions. Because of an exotic change below, and the sniper rifle flinch changes in the Season of the Chosen. We wanted to make no distractions more appealing. Reduce the trigger time from 1.5 to 1 and increase the flinch reduction from 30% to 35%. Ooh, I'm liking what I'm seeing. We addressed this specifically in an earlier TWAB, but here are the buffs again. Note that we buff the perks themselves. So these changes will apply to your existing drops. Celerity now grants... these being alternate perks on Adept weapons can't be applied... retroactively though, so you have to get a new one, I think, is what it's saying. This perk now always grants plus 20 to handling and plus 20 to reload in addition to the triggered effect. Bottomless Grief now always grants plus 30 to the magazine in addition to the triggered effect. Kind of liking this. This kind of seems spicy for a swarm roll. Thresh, this change is already live, but not a buff so much as a bug fix. Thresh unintentionally only worked in PvP for certain situations. Okay, so it was a bug fix. Nice. So, Adept Mag and Adept Targeting, same reason. So it reduced the stat penalty. Wait, we were cautious to think, but it reduced the penalties for these perks? Oh, yeah, these had penalties. From -20 to -15, so that's nice. It's not granting reserves when applied to a sword. Ooh. And for Adept Counterbalance, it increased the recoil direction benefit. Exotics, Might of Multi-Tool. Change the Catalyst perk from Outlaw to No Distractions. Ooh. Increase the priority on Hawkmoon of Casual Charge to Paracausal Charge to Paracausal Shot, buff text. This was sometimes dropping off bottom of the list. In the future, further into Season 14, we can expect the following. All shotguns. We can expect a change to dominant shotguns, i.e. replacing Quick Draw. Felwinters. Replacing and nerfing Quick Draw with Surplus. Move the needle, we agree. However, we want more weapons to be viable on all maps. All right. With an upcoming nerf, we expect to see a surge in Dead Man's Tale usage, which is already high. That's true. Believe me, guys, if you are a Titan, go to Crucible, put on some Lion Rampant, go flying around with Dead Man's Tale, you'll have yourself a time. We have a change ready to go in the reins and its ability to challenge sniper rifles, 120 hand cannons, and scout rifles while in hipfire, without detracting from the fantasy of the weapon. As with one of our other changes, we don't want to bump these too fast, and we'll follow up if needed. Go for gold. Hotfix went so there's a completely separate. I'm not going to cover this right now. There's a completely separate news on Bungie for this 3.1.1.3 hotfix. So that is that thing. Guardian Games rewards. People are interested in purchasing the 3 rewards items associated with Guardian Games: the emblem, the track jacket, and the class medal. Have until the event ends on May 11th. Go get your stuff at the weekly reset. They need to claim it by May 14th, however. Okay. And they have until... So they can claim it by May 14th, and they have until the 31st of May to purchase it. All right, get on it. Weekly known issues, subclass-specific emblems, no longer unlike with new lock completion, cowbell multiplayer, emote, fade in and out during use, stompies, create a gap at waist when used with the contender vest on the feminine model. Seems like a problem. The capture completionist triumph might not be working or unlocking for players who meet their requirements. The reactive pulse arm mod may no longer be emitting a burst of arc energy. All right, and then here, a bunch of films and a bunch of art. I'm going to try. You guys can go see that for yourself. But, whew, that was a long one. All right. Well, that being said, thank you everyone for watching. My name is Daimish, and I'll see you guys when frickin' the Season of the Redacted trailer comes out. This is going to be exciting. I firmly believe that, and I cannot wait for 120s to finally get what's coming for them. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye, guys.